YouTube, it's me Anastasia and we're back with a new video as promised. So we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial, and towards the end we will discuss this hair and how I achieved this color. So I already have on my foundation. All I did was use a little moisturizer. I got this from Sephora, the Belief moisturizer, and it came in my bag. You know, when you earn so many points, they give you trial size things to try out. And like I told you guys in my last video, I like using trial size products so that when I am ready, if I do love the product, I can go back and buy the full size. So I did use that. It feels very velvety. It feels really good. I also went in with a face primer by Wet n Wild, and you can just use your favorite face primer. This is the matte finish. I like matte because I have very oily skin, so sometimes the oils it already like pops out a little bit. So everything that I use for my face, I do love a matte finish. So I did that. I let it sit in for a little while because the longer you let your primer sit on, the better finish you get for your foundation. And after that, I went in with my NARS foundation in the color Caracas, and I put 2 drops on my forehead, a drop on my chin, and 1 drop on each side of my face. And again, it's NARS in Caracas, and I just took it with this flat brush and I just blended down all down my neck. Make sure it was really well blended out. And now we're gonna be going in, and I brought my brushes today, the Morphe brushes. I'm gonna be using the eyebrow brush with the spoolie on the end, and I am gonna be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Let's see. The Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in the color Soft Brown. So first things first, we are going to it keeps falling. We're gonna be brushing out our eyebrows, and it's time for me to get an eyebrow wax, you guys, because my eyebrows grow back very fast. And the more that you shape your eyebrow, the less product you use. I find out that the less product you use and the cleaner look you have with your eyebrow shape sculpting. So I just brush them out. I'm going to take that pot and just dip it in very lightly because this is very pigmented. So when I do my eyebrows, I just do it however. I don't really worry on preciseness because you go back in with your concealer and clean that all up. So I'm just going to take my little handheld mirror, and I hope you guys can see. I just start from the bottom and just start filling them in. And then my eyebrows are long, so I'm going to have to be brushing it out between filling them in. And you can just go back and dip as you need to. You don't just put it all on your brush and just because it's gonna look a hot mess. Just go back as needed. And I'll just start filling out my eyebrows. And like I told you guys, it's really not about preciseness right now. It's just to get them filled in. And then I'm going to take a little bit more on the tail of my brow, as I call it. And see how sharp that is? I don't like very thick eyebrows. I like them just right, just in between. Then I'm just going to take this spoolie and go vertically to blend it out so it can look natural. And also that so the product can evenly distribute onto the brow, onto your natural brow. So that's it for that brow, and we're gonna do the same on the next brow. And I've already brushed it out, so we're gonna just repeat the same steps. And you guys, leave in my description like what you guys want to talk about on some videos. Like, we can talk about health, we can talk about more the professional aspect of doing hair. Whatever you guys want to talk about, just leave in my description. We can do different topics as we do makeup, because right now I am slowly converting to organic food. So we could talk about that. We could talk about relationships, whatever. I love talking and having open discussions. Alright. So now that we have this brown on, we're just going to do the same. We're going to just blend it out. And you guys, brows take a long time to do, but you have to remember the old saying, they are sisters, not twins. So now that we did that, we have our brows on. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Tan. And what I like to do is I like to put on the back of my hand. That's why sometimes in my videos y'all see I have like a little mark on the back of my hand, and that's just because of my concealer. And we're gonna go in with another flat brush, a small flat brush from Morphe. Oh, where is it at? Oh my, yeah, from Morphe. And we're just gonna dip it and start lining it up. Nice and clean. And that's why I was saying you don't have to really, in my opinion, spend too much time on your eyebrow, because your concealer fixes any little mistake you've made. It's like an eraser. So now that we've done that, we're going to go on top of the brow and carve it out. And I love the flat brush because see how it just covers that whole brow? Like, I don't have to keep like stroking it. It's just like one good glide across the brow. And then sometimes I get a little carried away and the concealer gets in my eyebrow, so I just take my brow brush and go back in and fix it, just correct it. And we're going to do the same for the next brow. Look at all that coverage. So I ran out of the concealer. So let's see, where did I place it? I'm just gonna go back in with a little bit more and dab it on the back of my hand. So it usually takes me anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to do this routine in the mornings. How long does it take you guys to do y'all's routine? Like, do y'all have it down packed? Are y'all just a pro at it? Or, you know, how long does it take you? I am Inquire Minds wants to know. There we go. See, there you have it. And I know this looks like a lot of concealer, but what I like to do is I take another flat brush. It is a foundation brush, but I like to use it to blend it out. This is by MAC. I don't know what number it is, but this is what it looks like. And then I just go in and I just blend it out and take it all the way down the eyelid, because we're going to be doing eyeshadow today anyway. We're going to be using the Morphe palette today. I believe we're going to do the green today because those greens are so pretty. And just to give a little pop, because I already have on silver and black and gray. And to tell you the truth, guys, like, this is just my style of, like, what we're about to do with the eyeshadow. It's just gonna be my style. I'm not that great with eyeshadow, and this is just me being honest. I am not that great with eyeshadow, but it's just, it's to do a look. And to have fun, most of all. I think people take things so seriously, but it's just having fun. Makeup is supposed to be about fun and having fun. And let's see. I'm gonna go back in with, let's see, that eyebrow brush. There we go. Just brush it out. Alright, so now that we have our brows on, we're gonna go with our concealer. And I usually do about 4 dots under my eye. Just fit one right there. One on my chin. One on my nose. And I'm gonna go back in with that MAC flat brush, foundation brush. And I found my Morphe spray because I couldn't find it last time, but I found my Morphe setting spray. And what I like to do is just I like to use it so that my concealer glides on. And you gotta work really fast. You do. Put it down on my chin, turn it vertically, and highlight down my nose. And see, by spraying that setting spray, it makes those little 4 dots like that we use, it makes it go a long ways. And I like it because you don't have to keep buying makeup so much. Like, it stretches it out. Then I'm going to go back in with my Real Techniques brush. It's a little traveling brush. I got it from Target. And I'm just going to blend out the corners. Down my nose lightly. Just to soften it out, because once it starts setting, you don't want it to be a harsh line there, a line of demarcation. And take some on the eyelid so that can act as a primer for our for our eyeshadow. Then I'm gonna take the Airspun and I'm gonna go in with my Farrah brush. Let's see if I have it. Yep, my Farrah brush that I showed you last time. And I'm just gonna dab that and set under my eyes. So that way we have no creasing through the day. And it just locks everything into place. I even put some down my eyebrows to set my eyebrows. And then I'm just gonna set it there. I don't like to put, you know how like some people say like baking their makeup, like I don't like just letting my powder sit on like that. I just like to make sure it's on evenly, brushing it out, because it's still setting on there, but it's just not like caked on. So we're just gonna let that sit, and we're gonna go and jump into our Morphe palettes, the fun part. So for this look, we're just gonna be doing something random. This is not planned, so this is gonna be fun. So let's do like a soft green. We're gonna take, well, let's do this. We're gonna take this color right here, swirl it around, get a good amount on there, and we're gonna use that right under the brow bone. And look, it's like a lot of pigment, you guys. Lots of pigment. We're just gonna use that and blend it. And blending takes some time. So we have it on. We're gonna take that same color and repeat it on this eye. I guess this could be considered like a late St. Patty's Day tutorial since we're using green. Okay. So now that we have it on, we're just gonna go back and forth and blend it out. Okay. Very pretty. Don't worry about this at the top. We're going to blend that out later. So now we're going to go in with this kind of like army green color right here. And I'm going to be using a different brush. A different Morphe brush. I'm going to take that army green color and we're just going to put it right underneath. Kind of give it like some transition. And take a little bit more of that color. And you guys, like, I've never done a cut crease before, so maybe we can like try it out together. We can all try doing a cut crease in another video. And let me know if you like the talk through videos more, or if you like when we do just like a voice over we can just alternate the two. Alright, so after that, I like to go back in with that, let's see, that MAC brush, the foundation brush, and I like to clean up the corners with the leftover concealer. And that's my secret. Without having to use tape, I just go back in with the what we used for our concealer and clean up those outskirts. And it just helps blend it in as well. And now we're going to go in with this brighter green color right here. And I'm just going to use this little eyeshadow brush, this small eyeshadow brush. You're going to put it on the eyelid. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to take a little of the Morphe setting spray and I'm going to spray it on. Just so it can be really bright. There we go, and then we're just gonna take the MAC blending brush and blend it all in the crease. So that way it just melts together. And we're gonna repeat on the other eye. This could be kind of like a smoky green, you know, smoky green color or eyeshadow. And we're going to go back in with that MAC brush and blend it out. And take that Ferra brush and dust off any fallout. And of course we're going to go underneath the eye and go back in with that brighter green color and drag it underneath. And we're going to go back in with that army green color and just go on the corners. Wow. And like, you guys, if you feel like, well, how you see, like if it's too much, then I just go back with my concealer brush and blend it out, because it is a lot. And this just kind of softens it up. And again, this is just a way to soften it up without using tape. And we're going to go with that Fenty Beauty highlighter. And blend out underneath the brow. and kind of soften it up. Do the same to the other brow. Okay, and while we have it open, we might as well do our cheekbone. Put some blush on. The matte blush. I believe it's pronounced Rising. I gotta look it up because I never know how to pronounce it. And I have no particular way how I put my blush on. I just go for it. Just put it on the apples of your cheek. Go back in with that fluffy Farrah brush to blend out everything. And you guys, it's all about just blending. It doesn't have to be perfect. Concealer cleans up everything. And we're gonna go in, we can go in with your favorite mascara. Just put on mascara. Just very lightly because we're gonna go back in with falsies. Don't forget your lower lashes. The mascara that I'm using is the Luminous by L'Oreal. I got a little something. There we go. And last but not, well, not last, but you know, second to last, we are going to use some eyeliner to wing out our look. And you can use your favorite liquid eyeliner. I'm going to be using one that they send me in my Ipsy bag, Eyeshadow. Eyeliner always takes some work. It's kind of like right up there with doing your eyebrows. Okay. And just wing it out. This is like some concentration, guys. There we go. And now we're just gonna throw some falsies on. And I'm gonna be using my Ardell Lash Grip adhesive. Just put it on the back of my hand. And just get some tweezers. The back of your tweezer. And apply it And I have curly eyelashes, so when I use falsies, I have to go at an angle. Makeup just takes patience, everyone. You have to be so patient. And you just have to work at it. You have to move it around. And these eyelashes I've used them already, so they're already broken in. And it just takes practice. Like me, I'm not the best, but I'm just practice. This is for fun, and this is just to share some creativity. Then we're gonna do the next eye. Put it on, and you guys, I'm gonna get a backdrop soon, probably this week, so y'all don't have to look at this boring background. And repeat on this side. Gotta work with it. Look how it's sitting. And the fan, my ceiling fan is on, so that helps like with drying faster too. See, now that we have that on, what color lipstick should we do? I like using nudes when I do such a bold eye. Just tones everything down. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that dry, and then we'll go back in and correct it. I'm actually just gonna use this, no, let's not use that one. I'm gonna use this lipstick by Maybelline. It's in the color 540, and it looks very pinkish, but I just blot it in, and then I go back in with my lip gloss, the one I showed you last time, just to soften it up. All in the corners of your lip. Then I feel like it's still a little bright, so I'm gonna go in with this color. I don't know who it's by. It's actually by Bella Cosmetics. It looks like Bella Pierre Cosmetics, and I'm gonna darken it up some. Just to neutralize it a little bit more. And you guys, I'm gonna go, just when you thought we were finished, we're gonna go back with that Morphe setting spray. And see how it just brings everything together. And this video is carrying over pretty long, so I'm gonna talk about this hair in a separate video. That is it for this look today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, where we can just kind of like freestyle more looks together and just have fun and play around with the palettes. that's the whole purpose of this YouTube video, is just to kind of play around and have fun and discover new colors and new palettes together, new brushes and fun ideas. Like I said, I will go into um, another video about this hair since we're carrying over a little bit longer. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe.